everybody. So I want to thank everybody who checked out my first video for the Max Marco challenge, Stay. And there was a little bit of interest, at least for how I did it. And I know that I didn't really, it kind of might look alien, especially to hardware people out there. So I thought I would go through it a little bit and maybe even do more than one segment in a maybe a series of these. So the most interesting part of my video I think is the vocal, which was pretty much my goal from the outset, was to try to figure out a way, find a sample that I could use to make a vocal out of, which is something I like to do. If you check out my music on SoundCloud, on just Rob Art on SoundCloud, almost all of it has something like that in it. Anyway, so my first step in doing this was to get all the samples on here on the machine, on the iPad, and then get them into a sample editor, which is Beatmaker 3. First, though, I'm going to open up AUM, which is an audio mixer program, and this is just a demonstration that I've prepared. Let's just make sure it's on loop. Good. Okay, and I'm going to record this. And so this is Beatmaker. And once it's in Beatmaker, you see you can set it up with MPC type of pads, layout like that, or you can do keyboard. Anyway, once I got it in here, then I would try to explore the sounds and just to find something that I thought was rich, something interesting that I thought had a nice spectral content that I could make a cool vocal line out of. And there were some contenders, but I ended up going with the Den's Funk guitar, which is this. And see, that's at 266 now, but the original speed is 133. So for those of you who have the sample pack, you probably recognize it. It's got live stretch on, so we turn off that. Doesn't sound like it changed there, but anyway, it's fast. I'm not sure if it's an actual guitar. That's just what I sort of got out of it. But I thought that had a nice spectral content. So what I did was then doubled the BPM so that it would be slowed down so I could get the most out of each sample. Oh, for now I'm going to turn that back on. So nice and slow. So then I sampled that out and then put those samples into a granular synthesizer called Spacecraft. Oops. Where is Spacecraft? There it is. You know what, I might have to just kill that. So these are all of my apps that I've got, or I mean a lot of them. There it is, Spacecraft. Okay, now that's not going to be the sample. Oops. So I've got to open up. Let's see, so it's Marco 1, or Den's Funk, that's what it is. See, I tried a few different things. Okay. Now, if I turn this up, you should be able to hear it. So see how you can sustain the note there. You can move it around, see those little dots, those are all the samples, basically the grains. So if you listen close, you can almost hear like there's something being said. And that's what I was looking for, basically, was, you know, just something that kind of sounded like speech or singing. And you know, there are lots of different ways you can manipulate this. Let me go back to the way it was. So, anyway, when I found what I wanted, then I added some effects to it and recorded it, sampled it again, and that ended up being this one, which is the pad that you hear in my song. I just think that ended up really good, especially with those effects that I used. I think there was shimmer. This is the effect that I used from Four Pockets. Anyhow, I would kind of just listen around in there to try to find a segment that I thought was usable as speech inside of that. And so then when I found it, I basically came up, you know, this voice that I could hear in it was "Stay with Me." It was about the closest thing that I could find. And so I could use that in this program called Sparkle. Sparkle, where are you? I have to reload that one too. Okay, so here's Sparkle. And what Sparkle does, I have to find my preset here. What Sparkle does is essentially like a kind of like a complex envelope follower, really, because it turns whatever's on this side is the envelope for whatever's on this side. So the spectral content is forced into this envelope structure. And so this is, on this side we just have that pad playing. And over here is the "Stay with Me." Oh, I forgot to show you guys the actual vocal that I had to record. So get ready for this. I'll wait till I see it pop. So I had to actually sing it.
Stay with me. Stay with me.
I'm not a very good singer. But I found that if you do it with conviction, it actually ends up being pretty musical. And you got to do it in sync with the sample too. So once you find a piece that sounds kind of like something you want to say, then you can just say it, and then it matches up really well. And I think it turned out pretty good. Except that the piece that I actually found, I don't even focus on it. I just let it play that same pad sound, or that long sample that I took from the granular synthesizer over and over again, and it sounds good. Sounds good with the pad too.
Stay with
And then I use this. This is a glitch effect that I use on the vocals.
Stay
Glitch core.
Stay with
It's a pretty neat effect, so I can do that and reverses it.
it. Stay
And the panes randomizes the sample layout. It's really neat when you reverse that process. And that sounds really cool, I think. You can make it glitch out right there. Freeze it. And mostly I just reversed it and went through the panes and activated and deactivated it. That's what you see when I'm going through it. I'm doing that. Taking out the glitch.
Stay
I also had a perforator on there too. It's just easy to add. You just, like this. I go down, I find my perforator.
Stay
That's what's really so cool about this. And then I believe I don't think that's the one I was using. I can't remember. I just used it. Might have been that one. I just used it. I just used the preset for it. I don't think I adjusted it too much. And that's pretty much how I did it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know that I'm doing something right. Definitely leave comments. Let me know what I could do better at, and what you'd like to see maybe in the future. I'm definitely open to suggestions. Anyway, take care. Thanks for watching.